Hello everyone, welcome back to Pick and Play Hoi4 with the Kaiserreich mod. We are back in the Dominion of Canada. Last episode we have launched the invasion of the home islands. I think that there's not too much resistance here, at least I don't see any. I've activated my breach of their decryption, so planning speed, naval invasion penalty, defense bonus against country, naval invasion preparation speed, breakthrough bonus against country, decryption, decrypted, army bonus. So yeah, basically I can see everything that's in their nation at this point, except for a little bit of the army. They have some garrisons, the home guard. It's mostly garrison divisions. Anything that they even consider, I cannot see how these templates work, unfortunately, because I think I need 80 in order to do that. That's right. I can see exactly how many fighters they have. Wow, 400 carrier fighters. I guess that makes sense. I guess they did have a lot of carriers. Their force is almost entirely made up of carrier fighters, though. They have two tank divisions somewhere, which, you know, it's more than mine. Costa Rica's accepted that we give them the provinces. Over here, not enough equipment. Star Lend-Lease. Yes. Now, that's something I should probably consider. Occupy territories into Central America. Yes, that'll be the RCAP, Royal Canadian Armored Police, as what I am calling them. Union of Britain, RCAMP. RCAMP. You will... Oh no, hey, you were supposed to come all the way to Bristol. They are stalwart militias. I see. We're about to take Oxford, so it's not that big of a deal. Bristol, and then come down here to Plymouth. You can do the same. You, Oxford, to there. You are there. You are coming to link up, and then you can come over to London. I think this will do fine. You, after taking Liverpool, go to Manchester United. Ah, there's the home guard. So you finally arrived. Well, no matter. Have at you. You, with all of your troops, get right in there. Same with you, the landing. Oh, no, you're more of the entire line kind of guy. Fall of Kiev. I thought that already fell. Go to Swansea, then up the coast to Bangor. What's this about Southern England battles? Strategic Navy, strategic air. We're good. We're doing good, everybody. You make it across. Germany agrees to talks. Apparently the German government believes that cooperation between those mutual enemies is beneficial. Yes, good. I'd kind of already forced their hand on that, but hey, this will do fine. So you're making it across. Once you get here, it's all about the Battle of London. The Battle of Birmingham is also important, but less so. And then you have been forced to ground. Wonder what that's about. From Liverpool, you could try and take Sheffield, but how about you go start a fight? These are all of the... Oh, there we go. That's how we're gonna do this. Boom, boom. You to legislate to there. We surround Birmingham and destroy them. You just hold off on Oxford for now. Commas or not. Looks like they're mostly using militias that they have spawned in, probably because I have come into the territory. I could use all hands on deck to go to the next level of manpower, but I don't think it's necessary, and it may cause problems that I do not know about. I don't necessarily need any of these. I don't necessarily need to develop more spy stuff, so I think we're fine. As for us, I think it's perfectly acceptable to just do what we are doing. You, maybe if I... Okay, I didn't do anything. Maybe if I go and specifically land on Oxford with the tank force, they can do something worth mentioning. You, okay, now that you've taken Leicester, you, Nottingham to Sheffield to Leeds. You just close in on the Birminghams. You, something like that. All of Wales is belong to us. Meanwhile, you there take a more varied approach along this whole line, and then just start coming up to Scotland. You keep up the good work. Each one of your divisions is doing something, so that's good at least. You, I want you to take over, I believe this is East Anglia? Yeah, okay. Take over East Anglia. Which will mostly mean the Battle of London. I do want my tank division there present for that. A couple of New Englanders can surround. We can go up to Cambridge. Surround the city of London, cut off the home guard. You take a wider approach. You also take a wide approach. You keep up the pinning. They're making it out. They're making it out to Cambridge, but will all of them be able to make it out? That's the real question. Meanwhile, after you're through, take the into here. I am actually needing towed anti-tank to reinforce. Neat. I didn't know that was a thing. Probably in one of my units somewhere. You, Cambridge has been surrounded. London will certainly fall. You, take to Ipswich. Ipswich to Norwich. Okay, don't retreat though. There. These are the American Tough Hombres division. It's a very light tank division, but we seem to just be running into home militia. It's not anything really worth worrying about, is it? You, up there, try to take to Newcastle. The Halifax Conference. Leaders of the Entente and Reichspakt gathered in Halifax today in order to discuss the possibility of cooperation in the war against the Third Internationale. The cooperation was not difficult to ascertain military and naval action between all members. But more importantly for the Entente, the willingness on the part of the Reichspakt to stay out of both France and Great Britain once the war is done. This would... Yes, Reichspakt to stay out of France. This will allow for a Swiss return to Europe and the French and the British exile governments and an ultimate goal of both. But now a single question hangs over the conference. Would the German Empire even agree to such terms? And what would they ask in return? An interesting question. I think that they will certainly not be able to have any dominion over Union of Britain territory. Though I am kind of worried about what they might do to France, as they do have a few, backs and forths here on Spain. Meanwhile, as for us... the line is solidified, so who knows what they will do. The siege of London continues. Let us all brave it from Oxford into London. There it is. On the 30th of March, 1940, at, that's what, 3 hours from midnight, so 9 o'clock at night. Reports from London confirmed that the capital of Union Britain has been captured by the advancing Canadian troops after long staged battles across the Thames River. British forces put up stiff resistance, hoping to delay the Canadian forces as long as possible, but they were eventually beaten back. For the first time since 1216, London has fallen to a foreign invader. The atmosphere in the city was heavy, the gunfire still ringing in the night as British forces retreat, while only protesters and the Canadian military police fighting in the streets, as I would pretty much assume that they would. You, again, click the wrong button. You, pretty much, it's just a straight up drive to Edinburgh. I'm not sure what the next capital is. It's Leeds, actually. Interesting. Yeah, Hull to Newcastle to Edinburgh, straight up the coast. No, not you. You're there. You to there. You to there, take over the Ipswich pocket. Meanwhile, these Frenchmen have been fighting here this entire time. It's a bit sad, honestly. They've just been on the beaches of Plymouth while the rest of the country has fallen. You continue on to Leeds. You know what, maybe even come in and fight Leeds. Halifax Conference, Northern Ireland. The German delegates have done something unexpected. After discussion with the Irish allies, they have presented a demand on us. The British government must renounce future claims on Northern Ireland. It is no small thing, effectively annulling the Act of Union and bringing about the United Kingdom once and for all. Considering the Irish were never planning on relinquishing the land without a war, perhaps it is... be the question, we won't be forced into this? So be it, we agree. That's fine. We'll give up our claims on Northern Ireland. Yeah. The rest of it, however, we'll see. We'll see.
Go, go, go.
But as for this, Plymouth will eventually fall, I'm sure. Also, what happens to all the troops? All these guard troops? British renounce Northern Ireland. It has to be done. It's not like we actually own it anyway. But don't worry there, Britain. The birthright comes one way or another. Let's put in some more work there because we're going to need the support equipment, because we need a lot of support equipment. I'm assuming a lot of that is coming from you straight into Leeds. You, the second experimental. Well, Leeds is not the capital, but it is there. And you are still fighting the good fight. My god, man. At some point, with that navy, you just gotta stop. After taking Edinburgh, Glasgow, and then Rothis... You up to Leeds, you up to Leeds. You, Plymouth is taken. Push him back. Push him back to Trudeau, boys. Halifax Conference, off former colonies. Britain has capitulated. German delegates at the conference have a demand, essentially, that the Canadian colonies in Africa and Southwest Asia, which Germany gained after the First World War, be recognized as theirs. That, sir, is a no. It's a symbolic move, perhaps, but the German will likely forestall any attempt to re-establish the old empires in those regions. Will not abandon our colonies. No. You cannot just dictate, especially to what you do not own. We will take those as soon as we get our empire back. First we need the seat of our empire, and then we'll take the rest. Scapa Flow is surprisingly still in the hands of the British. Also over here. What happened to your... Oh, I must have deleted your line. That makes sense. Put our line back there. The French have launched an invasion. It's not really all that important to me, though. Truro. Now that that's done, you, the loyalists, you must go about putting the country on lockdown. Yeah, there you go. French Republic to cancel the Lend-Lease. I don't really care enough to get non-aggression pact with all of you. Maybe just a faction-wide non-aggression pact would be nicer. I don't really need one. Especially since if you have a non-aggression pact, mobile infantry versus blitzkrieg, I think mobile infantry suits us better. Although, wasting all those points on it, not sure about that. As for this, 45, well... We can get a little bit more infantry equipment now. Yep. Unread port strikes. Yep. Ah, the navy must be over there. Well, in that case, let's get to work. Royal Canadians. One from Liverpool onto the Island of Man. You from Rothwith to Scapa Flow. And you from Newcastle to the Orkneys. There we go. You can do that attack anytime. You, boom, boom. Open these areas up so that we might do the landings. You are still chilling. Also, yeah, we still need to take care of Venezuela. I forgot about that for a minute. I did be forgetting about that, though. You increase the lines here. Is that really not, really? Yeah, I have a slight feeling that this is, yeah, a continuous line. Now let's also just put these two troops into that force for now, as they continue their path over to here. Now, of course, there's the question of this pocket here, which should definitely be taken care of. But past that, I think this is perfectly fine. Costa Rica, hey, I thought you gave me Nicaragua. Why is that in your possession again? Missing equipment is going to be those light tank carriers. Over here, I'm not really interested. Even if they're not my troops, I don't really want to waste troops on bad attacks. I think landing in Marseille or landing, say, in Spezia would be better for us. Meanwhile, let's get our tank divisions back over to... Where would we like to attack? Because they have a lot of troops just about everywhere. Maybe around Paris to really break through the center of their lines. You... Oh, some more volunteers. Send them to that army again. Did I send the right ones? Yes. You, the infantry, should go where infantry goes. And maybe we don't need this whole force. Maybe just a couple of... maybe just a couple of lancers, the Gurkhas. And maybe the yeah. Oh, I can't even get... No, I can get rid of you. Which was the one that I can't get rid of? It's like the Regimento Regular. Yeah, unable to get rid of that one particular unit for some reason. There should be a better disband button. You somehow are over here. I don't know why. But if you're over here, you can just join in right there. They're 3rd Mounted Rifles. Trying to organize my situation here. You, 2nd Mounted Rifles, you're already here. This is in the Americas. You there. I feel as if... Let's move from a large line, because I think that the French and British, I think they can handle the large line. Let's move just the infantry, the good infantry, the... Yeah, the Diwali, the Gurkhas, these ones, infantry, infantry, infantry. And the ones that we can't, like, delete, I think they can go and join into the main force. The rest of them, with the, I guess you can join just because I can't get rid of you. The rest of you, I think you guys can go home. I don't want to take care of you. I don't want to babysit. I just want to look after a very small section of the line from New Orleans to... Not New Orleans. No, Orleans to Paris. Government idea invasion focus has been removed as the prerequisites are no longer fulfilled. What a glorious day. Now then, we have a lot of people over here who are checking things out. How about I send one of you down to Mexico. I send one of you down to Buenos Aires. One of you, let's see, you're already there. One of you down to Turin. Just start looking in down there. I need to move my air force around again. Strategic bombing is now entirely should be done down there. Strategic bombing. And no need for port strikes anymore, gentlemen. You entirely over northern France, entirely over northern France. Just worry about that. The naval strike missions are still perfectly acceptable, although I'll change you over to being... How about a strategic bombing run over southern France? And I think we got ourselves a deal. We can see how our allies are pushing with the French help. Well, sorry, not the French help. The Germans' help. We do be having a lot of dockyards now. Failure of the Halifax Conference, we were so close. Well, Germany, you're helping and whatnot, but you're not really in a position to make demands. And also, who is mowing the lawn in front of my house, right directly in front of the window? I really hope you can hear me scream, because that's a Portuguese landing of Norway. Definitely not what I would be doing with my time, but so be it. Over here. Hey, didn't I put you on a... I have a feeling I put you on a mission like this. To just, you know, handle the situation to the best of your ability. Up to Scop Flow, including that, including Orkney. which require 12 divisions to do. We're not going to be able to do it entirely.
All in.
You 6 out of 7 days. You, hopefully no one's home. We can just walk right in. Because that's basically what I'm basing this off of. You are going to land with a large garrison of French troops? What is that? Exiles at work. The British exiles have been hard to work. Have been hard at work in the Dominion of Canada, attempting to augment. Pretty sure that's supposed to be augment, but I think they might have kind of like the muscle memory of argument. Augment. I need to make sure that augment isn't spelled with a superfluous U. So in that case, I would be the idiot. The country's industrial base in the capital, the expertise, they've asked the Canadian government where they should focus their efforts. Civilians or military? Military. Well, I mean, exiles, can I direct you home? Do I need the war to be over? Do I need to control it first? What can I do to say Return of the King? Greater London area is owned and controlled. Yes, I see. So we're going to do fund the CBC, then go straight into war propaganda because that requires us to have Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, and then maybe do some Navy stuff because I do be needing a Navy focus. Not really at the moment, but I need to start preparing a Navy for when we eventually fight against the Germans. But with that, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week for the next episode. Thanks for watching. See you guys then. Bye-bye.